know you remember this game when you were growing up, and if you don't, I certainly do. And I loved all the fun that I would have with it when my baby sis Trace. It's so cool, and we used to always get in trouble because we left the pieces on the floor, and my mom would vacuum them up and say, I'm gonna put these in your garbage if you don't clean up. But this is different. This is Lite Brite. It's the Lite Brite Touch interactive pad with games and animations. Guess what? It's a sale price of $29.98. It's 3 easy payments of just under $10. Shipping and handling is free. Your item number is T56489. Here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the Lite Brite game. Super cool. We got limited quantities this year. And I wanna talk about all the different things that you could do with this game. It's super quiet. You can light it up. Obviously, someone wrote TJ on there. I love you for doing that. Thank you, Teresa. This is, again, I love the people that I work with. It's so much fun. And speaking of people that I love to work with, I'm gonna call him the other half of full-grown toddlers. It's my good friend, Mark Lubraji, who's standing by. My brother, how you doing? Happy Saturday. We see each other on Saturdays because we're playing with toys, and we talked about this, and I'm letting everybody know, I'm putting it out there. You're gonna see more of us because we wanna bring you more toy ideas for the holiday season, and we're gonna make it fun. It's gonna be so cool, but let's get into Lite Brite right now. How you doing, Mark?
Good, I'm good, thank you. Look, this is something that is just, you take a Hall of Fame toy. Lite Brite's in the Hall of Fame. We have all played with, you know, you'd be hard pressed to find anybody who, from any generation, any decade, who hasn't played with Lite Brite. All of that magic put into something that's so updated for now. Let me show you. In fact, I'm going to get a little closer. You can see that this got 3 different modes here. The first mode is just create. We're just going to create. Let me back it up a little bit. You see, I've already started creating. I've started my house. I've started my sun. I've started my grass. All of those things. You can just do whatever. I thought you did that, TJ, on your own, which I was going to applaud you. But I think I guess you said you had it done for you. But every time you push one of these buttons, it changes color. Let me see if I can start down here so you can see it. There's the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, clear or white, and then off. 100 buttons, soft touch, silicone buttons. Every time you press, it goes through all those different colors so I can create with light. And then I can save it. When I'm done, I can save any design that I want. I'm going to show you some of the designs I saved.
Okay.
I'm kind of in low lighting here. I'm trying to be in low lighting here. But let's see if I'm in low enough lighting here. Here we go. So all you have to do is you press a button on the side, it saves. But I'm just going to give you an idea because you remember the original Lite Brite. It came with the templates. You poke the holes in the templates, right?
Yeah.
This is essentially the same without poking the holes or losing the pieces. You can save all these designs in the bottom, and it's all different colors. There's all different colors of the rainbow you get in there. I have a piece of pizza that I saved. Here's a strawberry that I saved, and of course I saved the American flag. It taps into the kids' imagination. They could just play and play and play. And that's just one mode. That's just the first mode.
So how many modes are there, Mark? So that was just mode 1. How many modes are there?
The mode is create, like we said, and you can save the designs, you can start over, you can just do whatever you like and have fun. Mode 2 is a gaming mode. They have 3 lit buttons at the bottom. I'm just going to pick the middle one. This is, it's going to count down. Let's see. There's the game. It's that brick breaker game that we all know and love, right? Where you have the paddle at the bottom. It'll count me down. 3, 2, 1. These become my joysticks. And now I'm just playing a brick game. I'm breaking the bricks. I'm moving the joystick. I'm moving the paddle across the bottom. And that's just the one game. There's a game in here that's really cool. It's called like the mirror game, basically. It gives you a counter right down the middle. See if I can find it. We're going to go right here. There's a counter right down the middle. And now my goal is to mimic what's on this side with what's on this side. So it's sort of like whatever you see on this side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I have to do that on this side. So this builds memory. This builds focus. This builds all those different things. And if you don't get it right, and the counter is actually ticking down, it's going to tick all the way down to the bottom. And then it gets more complex, right? So just like the create mode, where little ones can just play with the color, but older ones can create more complex designs. It's a game that'll stay with them as they get older. So it'll be simple to start. I'm about to lose here. It's going to run out. It's simple to start, but then it gets really complex. It can get really crazy with all different patterns, all different colors. It's going to give me a score of 0, I think. There it is. Once again, score of 0 because I'm not paying attention.
I love that. And so can you walk us through this tape? Can you see here?
Yeah. So look, every time you press it again, you get every color of the rainbow you can press and you get. It's 100 different, really soft, really cool to touch buttons. You get 100 of them. It is the perfect travel game. If anyone has little ones, you've gone to a restaurant, you have prayed they had those crayons and that mat that they could draw on just so you have some peace, you can take this with you. It's only 5 by like 6.5, not much bigger or much higher than a cell phone. And it lets you play games. It lets you design and draw and create imaginatively. And then there's this mode, which is the third mode, which is the animate mode. So that's what they have going there. There's all these different animations. There's that rainbow raindrop. There's that ripple effect of a drop water, a water drop. There is the last one you saw was like a lightning. I have the, my favorite, the fireworks happening here, right?
Yeah.
You can see it happening. And I think I have the lightning one down the bottom here. But the nice part about this is, let me just leave that there. Whenever you touch it, now I control the fireworks. I selected firework because that was the one I wanted. I control it. So now I get to pick where the firework goes off. And that's just that one. I can go on and I get to control where the lightning starts. I get to control where the water drop lands. All these different things, again, it's something so portable. It's just 3 AA batteries. And you take it with you. You throw it in your bag. You keep it in the car. Wonderful for car rides, wonderful. And you don't have to give them your phone.
Yes.
You get them off the screen, right? Every child is so conditioned to that screen. And, I remember when my son was little, it was like, can I have your phone? Can I have your phone? No, here, take this, play with your imagination, fool around, design, draw with light. Look at what you have. Is that the TJ or did you just make that? That's so bright and so colorful.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And listen, we talked about this. We talk about toys a lot. I love the fact that we can get our kids away from screen time. It's wonderful if you can say, okay, I'm gonna set your screen time. But I love the fact that we can still get them something that's electronic that isn't necessarily screen time. They're gonna get that anyway, especially with the advances in technology. But this is something where they can be creative, play different games. You talked about, I think, was it your son? You guys were at an amusement park standing in line. You're like, listen, let me give you something that's portable that you can have that isn't making a lot of noise. And it's something that you could do. Look, grandma or grandpa, or you could take a nap with this and someone could be playing right there, whatever you need to do, and it's not gonna wake you up with huge, loud noises. Like you said, the car trips are great because some are still here and we're still traveling, but it's simple, easy, fun, and guess what? There are no pegs to lose. So you don't have to do that. So I love all the different modes, and for a sale price, listen, it's just under $30. You can't beat it. All the colors that you can do, and we talk about the different modes and the animations and the other things that you can do, shipping and handling is free. You could buy it as a gift, and you could use it now, or you can use it as a Christmas gift because you have those easy returns until January 31st of 2024. It really just makes sense just to have this, just because it's simple, because it keeps kids inspired, and it keeps them thinking, and it teaches them about colors and everything else that's in our world. So wait, Mark, so talk to me about the best age for this, for kids to have something like that. How early can I give them to them? Like, what's the best age for this?
Well, we always leave it up to the parents, right? But it's rated for ages 6 and up. But if you have a little one, and again, it's up to you. If you have a little one, you just want them to play with the color. They're probably not going to be able to create too much, and they might, you show them this animation, and then they can play with it where the firework goes off. But because it's light, it's playing with light. That's why Lite Brite is in the Hall of Fame, right? With that, and this has the templates. They're just built in. They give it to you. They tell you, here, we're looking at this mask. There's a bunch, and I showed you what did I show you? I showed you the pizza. I showed you the strawberry. They're a little hard to see here. I created the American flag. That wasn't even a template. So it gives you these templates to do over and over again. But if you just want them to sit down, start pressing buttons, playing with color, they learn the colors of the rainbow, they learn different designs, and their own imagination. But as they get older, they can create more complex things. It grows with them. So it's not something that they'll ever really get bored of.
And you know what's so bad about this? Like, you were talking and I was listening and I was like,
Because you're
I'm
out
trying
there
to draw
creating.
some stuff, and I'm like, yes, love you, Mark. Yes, that's great, creativity.
Is that
and
you,
I'm sitting
TJ?
here
There you
typing,
go.
and I'm here. Look, I want to keep this for the rest of the show. I got another 3 hours, baby, so I gotta be here. So I want to do something during the show, but it's amazing because it's so simple, and we talked about this before. The simplest toys are the best ones, and often the ones that don't necessarily come with instructions, because then the kids are only limited by their imagination. And this is something that's easy. You don't have to worry about, anything that's getting too, that's like too adult. It's just colors and shapes
It's
and
so easy.
designs and games. And it's something that you could play even in the car with them or on a trip or on a plane. It just works so well.
Yeah, and it's just little beeps, right? Little beeps that's not noisy at all, and it's just something that they can play with whenever they want.
You're
They have it.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Mark, I'm so glad that you're sticking around.
Yeah, buddy.
Because we're going to be doing a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to keep plugging that. One half of Full Grown Toddlers